OMG, hey you guys, so let's get started finishing up these super cute cow print earrings. OMG, wait until you see how super cute these incredible earrings are gonna be. Let's get started.
So adorable. And so all I have to do now is drill the holes in them. I think I'm gonna drill the holes after we put the Dimensional Magic on there. I'm gonna show you what that is in a second. Look at the sweet little heart cow earrings, moo cows. They're so cute. So you're gonna need your earring backs. I'm gonna be using these gold ones only because they're a little bit larger. So I'm gonna make the heart-shaped ones a pierced pair of earrings, and I'm gonna make the bigger ones or the larger ones, they're gonna dangle from this little loop hook earring finding. I'm sure there's probably a more technical term, but to me it's a fish hook. I don't know, right? You say tomato, I say tomato. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover these with our Dimensional Magic from Mod Podge. And what this does is it adds dimension, obviously, right? You don't want to shake it because it will get air bubbles. It takes about 2 to 3 hours to dry completely. Normally, I will let mine dry overnight just to make sure it's completely dry to the touch. It's going to give such a great shine. It's going to make all the little moo cow prints pop out. And then I was just sharing with you the paint again that I used. So this one was just a solid white. It's called Wicker White. And then this one's just a regular black. Yeah, just a regular black paint from Anita. So super cute how that turned out. I'm going to be putting the holes in there on these with my Dremel light. Of course, I know that shows up backwards. I apologize. And then I use a 5/4 inch drill bit here. You have to buy the drill bit separately. I got that from Lowe's. My husband got it for me. I think it was like $49.99. You may be able to find it cheaper or less expensive over on Amazon, but I wanted it that day when he bought it, so I wasn't willing to wait for it to be shipped, but that's just me. So I'm an instant gratification kind of girl. So we're gonna go ahead, oop, the little nozzle got bent. So sometimes you may have to go in and re-poke the hole in here. And I'm super excited to share with you all. I did a tour of Michael's. They have some of the coolest stuff, so I'm gonna be sharing that video next. Just of all the new stuff that's out there. I need something that'll poke this down in here without poking my finger. Let's see if I can just push it down in here. I don't have the strongest hands. I used to do hair, and so I feel like from years of doing hair, my hands got a little weak. But anyway, so let's go ahead and see if we can squeeze this out. I think it's still, I see it forcing its way down in here. Let's see if it'll come all the way down. Nope. I may do this off camera just so I don't bore you with it, or you can skip past this little section too. So how's your Friday going? My Friday started out with a meeting, so just got off of an insurance training we do every Friday, and was able to jump on here. So let me go use, it looks like it wants to force down or like some is coming down, but really slowly. So let me go find my pokey tool and I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. So, hey Kay. So I just wanted to use, I have this tool that has like a sharp point on it. So let's see if that helps open up the passageway for that. Nope, I may have to cut that nozzle right there, and I really don't want to do that. So let's just see. That might have done it. Get the little clog out of there. Yeah, it had like a little plug in there, so let's see, that might have done it. Yay, that did it. So just had to put some muscle into it. Now let me also, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure, ouch, poke myself, right? I wanna make sure I have something to hold this down so I can move really quickly with the nozzle end of the Dimensional Magic. So I do love that it has a pointer tip on it, the Dimensional Magic, so you can spread it, because really I'm not still squeezing now at this point. I'm just using the tip of the nozzle to spread it out. And then what you can use is, if you have like a little tool with a sharp point on it, you can use that to pop any air bubbles. So like I see one little air bubble right there. So we're gonna pop that out, because if you don't get them while they're there, once it dries, it'll be in your design and you don't want that. And sometimes if they won't pop, I just scoot them over to the end. So one thing I haven't been doing is I have not been listing stuff in my Etsy store, because I just haven't had a lot of time to do that. So my goal, I'm not anticipating my schedule to slow down. I'm just anticipating being better about scheduling, right? That's a huge part of success, is following a schedule. And that has always been my Achilles heel in business, is just sticking to a schedule, because I tend to be a workaholic. So like I'm always moving, always doing something. And so then when I sit down, I'm like, daggone it, I haven't done a video. Oh no, I haven't listed in my Etsy store. Oh no, I didn't do this, right? And we start remembering all the things we haven't done, but we have to make the main thing the main thing. So I don't know why I'm rambling and saying that, but just if you find in life like you need to get more done, or you're not accomplishing all that you need to get done, it all is going to boil down to your schedule. And also it's going to boil down to, are we doing the most productive things at the most productive time? Even my dog got excited about that. Y'all could hear him bark in the background. Right? And what do I mean by that? Like sometimes I remember in the past, and I don't know if you can relate or not, I'm sure someone can, my day would be filled with putting out fires. Like if it was an email, or if it was something from a phone call, and the phone call and that email didn't have anything to do with what I said I was going to accomplish that day. And all of a sudden I go down what my husband calls the rabbit hole of trying to put out that fire and fix that item. But that wasn't a part of my income producing activity that day, or what was going to get me to where I wanted to go that day. And then I lost time, lost in the sauce of the rabbit hole. So now what I really try to do is command my day. And what do I mean by that? If the house, like let's talk about real estate. So that's what that one's looking like. I'm sitting these off to the side to dry. So if the house isn't laying on somebody, meaning the Wicked Witch of the West is not laying under the house with the red shoes sticking out from the bottom, it's not an emergency, right? Depending on the email or the phone call. So you have to put that in context for how that works in your life, right? If it's the time when I said I'm going to cook and feed my family, then I'm going to cook and feed my family. If it's the time when I said I'm going to work out, then I'm going to work out. If it's the time I said I'm going to work real estate, I'm going to work real estate. If I'm going to do insurance, I'm going to do insurance. If I'm going to have date night with my husband, I'm going to have date night with my husband. So I really have to work harder to put things in perspective of their order of importance, right? Again, I know I'm rambling, but I'm just talking to that person that's trying to figure out how to get it all done. How do you fit it all in? You schedule the main thing to be the main thing, and then everything else should fall under that, right? If it's not related to God, family, and business, or God, family, and your job, or God, family, and your goals, it could take a back seat, right? So there were times when I was growing my businesses when I had to put off lunch with friends. I had to put off girlfriend weekends. I had to put off things that I would like to have done to kind of goof off, but I knew that I was putting off. I knew that if I didn't put it off, I was going to have to pay for it in the future by working longer, working harder, not working smarter, because I wanted to play before I won, or play before success. And so I'm just sharing that with the person that's starting out in business or that owns a business, and you're like, how can I gain ground? You know, I feel like I'm missing out on things. Look at your schedule. One book I just purchased, I haven't started reading it yet, but it was referred to me by a woman I esteem highly in business. She's a mom of 4 sons. She's actually a single mom of 4 sons, doing really well in business. And she had to get balance in her life. And what she found out was her schedule was just all jammed up, right? And even though she was saying that her kids were the reason for what she was doing, the same reason that she was doing it was the people that she was neglecting, because she didn't have a schedule that she was following. And that really resonated with me of how I was initially in business. And so it's called Command Your Morning. So I just, for anyone that's, you know, just really struggling with how to fit it all in, how to do the things that God has called you to do, and figure it all out. Get a hold of your schedule. Again, I don't know why I'm sharing this, but this is just what I feel like the Holy Spirit wants me to share today. So I hope you all are having an incredible Friday. And guess what? We have another project coming up too. I'm going to make another pair of earrings. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it right behind this one, but while these are drying, I'll probably go get the tools and everything I need. Not tools, but supplies we need to make those, because they're going to be super cutesy as well. So I'll be right back after those dry, so we can see what they look like. I'm trying to see what's blocking my little thing up in here that might be making this bend. But anyway, I love this stuff. I like dimensional magic a lot. So I'm gonna put that up. I'm gonna go gather supplies for our next pair of earrings. We'll be back so I can show you how we're gonna add the findings to those. They're gonna be simple. They're cow print. We're not gonna try to zhuzh them up or anything that I'm aware of. I don't have an idea to do that yet. And we're just gonna make them super cute cow prints to stand on their own. Be right
back. Guys, so look what we're finishing up. Let me flip that over. That's where we're working on the strawberry earrings. That part 2 is coming up next after this one. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to finish up the cow earrings. I've already drilled the holes using my Dremel drill bit. So I'm gonna take our earring findings. Just trying to see where my, I don't know what I did with my flat nose pliers. Just for sake of time, I'm going to use the round nose one. So remember I shared with you that we're going to be making one pair hanging and the other pair is going to be pierced. So I got to go get the glue too. But let's finish these first. I'm going to sit the little pierced ones off to the side. So we're just going to open up our jump ring. I just pulled it towards myself so it looks like that. Open it up a little bit more, and we're going to go from the back so we don't scratch the shine on the front. So we have to open it up a little bit more. Pull it back around, and then we're just going to put our earring finding on this way. And we're going to close it up by pushing it back towards each other. Now you could tighten it more by taking your flat nose pliers, these are round nose, and then flatten it right there so that won't open up and they won't fall off. But I'm just gonna, oh, I need another jump ring. So I need a small jump ring so it'll swing differently. Hold on one second. Be right back. So I wanna add one more jump ring just so to have the right type of swing and fall to it. And the reason I say that is because you want them to face forward and not sideways and be swinging all in a weird way when you go to wear them. So we're gonna put a second jump ring on just so they'll flow nicely. Perfect. So now it's gonna hang this way, and that's how it's gonna show on the ear. One cow print earring down. Super cute. I love these. These give me joy in my heart. So now we're gonna add the jump ring to this one. Your phone is over there on that chair behind you. I was talking to my husband. Okay, so we're gonna put that on and then hunt down my other jump ring. Close it up. Oh wait, let's add our earring. Yeah, close it up and then we'll add our earring finding. So now you always pull back away from yourself when you're putting your jump rings on. And then you push back in the opposite direction. Of course, like I mentioned, put your flat nose plier right there to close it up. These are round nose, it'll still work. So whichever pliers you have. And we are finished with that pair. Look how cute they look. I think they came out so sweet. Let's turn them this way and I'm gonna take a picture so you can see what they look like. And I can close one of those jump rings up a little better, but for now we're gonna leave it like that.